Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to solve section C, that is 3-mark questions from Polynomials chapter which had appeared in CBSE board exam 2025. Now in this video we will be covering 3 questions. You will find each question along with their timestamps in the description box below. So let us start with the first question now. Alpha and beta are zeros of a quadratic polynomial px squared plus qx plus 1. Form a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 2 over alpha and 2 over beta. So let us try to understand the question first. Here it is mentioned that alpha and beta are the zeros of the given polynomial equation. So we have to form a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 2 over alpha and 2 over beta. So let us begin by writing the general form of quadratic polynomial first. Now it is given as ax squared plus bx plus c. Now comparing these two equations, we can say that a is equal to p because both are the coefficients of x square. So here we have written a is equal to p. Now b is equal to q because both are coefficients of x, and c is equal to 1 because both are constants. Now once we have got the value of a, b and c, we are going to find the sum of zeros and product of zeros of the given quadratic polynomial. So the sum of zeros is represented as alpha plus beta, that is the zeros, is equal to, now they are written in terms of their coefficients, that is minus b over a. Now alpha plus beta will be equal to minus, now we have got the value of b here as q, so here we have written minus q over a value is p. So alpha plus beta will be equal to minus q over p. Next we are going to focus on product of zeros, whose formula is given as alpha times beta is equal to c over a. So alpha times beta will be equal to, the value of c is 1 over the value of a is p. So alpha beta becomes 1 over p. Now once we have got the sum and product of zeros of this polynomial, let us focus on the zeros of the second polynomial which we need to find. So here, since the zeros are already been given to us, we are going to find the sum of zeros of the required polynomial as 2 over alpha plus 2 over beta. Now in the next step we are going to just cross multiply these two. That is 2 multiplies with beta and 2 multiplies with alpha, and the denominators will multiply together. So this gives us 2 beta plus 2 alpha over alpha beta. Now in the numerator we can see that 2 is a common factor. So we are going to take it out, giving us 2 times alpha plus beta or beta plus alpha over alpha times beta. Now we can also write this fraction as 2 times alpha plus beta times 1 over alpha beta. Now these both are same. Now I did this because we are going to plug in the value of alpha plus beta, that we have got it over here, and alpha beta over here. So here we have got 2 times, in place of alpha plus beta we have written minus q over p times 1 over, now in place of alpha beta we have written 1 over p. Now in the next step we have got 2 times minus q over p, the first two terms remain the same. Now in this term, this denominator flips upside down, so 1 over p becomes p over 1. Now p and p divides each other, that is p1 times and p1 times. So we get sum of zeros of required polynomial as 2 times minus q or minus 2q. Now similarly, let us find out the product of zeros of required polynomial. So here we have written product of zeros of the required polynomial becomes 2 over alpha times 2 over beta. Now the numerators will get multiplied together, that is 2 times 2 is 4, and the denominators will multiply together, that is alpha beta. So product of zeros we got here is 4 over alpha beta. Now we have the value of alpha beta as 1 over p. So here we have written 4 divided by 1 over p. Now as we know, this fraction flips upside down. So we get here 4 times p over 1, or giving us the product of zeros of required polynomial as 4p. Now we are going to make use of the general form of a quadratic polynomial, which can be expressed in terms of sum and product of its zeros. So here p of x represents a quadratic polynomial which can be written as x square minus sum of the roots or sum of the zeros times x plus product of the roots or product of the zeros. So here we are going to write this is equal to x square minus Now sum of the roots we had got it as negative 2q times x plus the product of the roots we have got here is 4p. So simplifying this, we get x square minus of minus is plus 2qx plus 4p. So this is the required polynomial with the roots 2 over alpha and 2 over beta. So we have got the quadratic polynomial. Now let us move on to the next question. Obtain the zeros of the polynomial 7x square plus 18x minus 9. Hence write a polynomial each of whose zeros is twice the zeros of given polynomial. So here in this question we have to first find out the zeros of this polynomial, and then we have to find out a second polynomial whose zeros are going to be twice the zeros of this polynomial. So let us begin by factorizing this polynomial first. To factorize this polynomial, I have made use of splitting of the middle term method. So here basically we are going to multiply 7 with negative 9. That gives us negative 63. So we have to find out the factors of negative 63 in such a way that when you multiply them you should get negative 63, and when you add them you should get positive 18. So the two factors you can think about here is 21 and negative 3, because when you multiply these two you'll get negative 63, and when you add these two you'll get positive 18. So here we have written 7x square. Now we have split the positive 18x as 21x and minus 3x minus 9. Now we are going to group them, that is we are going to group the first two together and the last two together. So in the first group we can see that 7x is a common factor, so we have taken 7x out and it gets multiplied with the remaining factors, that is x plus 3. Now from the second group, negative 3 is a common factor and inside the bracket remains x plus 3. Now x plus 3 is a common factor from these two terms, so we have taken x plus 3 out and the second factor we get here is 7x minus 3. So these are the two factors of this polynomial, and to find out the zeros we have to equate each of the factor to 0. So we get 7x minus 3 equal to 0 and x plus 3 equal to 0. Now let us take negative 3 on the right hand side. So we get 7x equal to positive 3. Now taking 7 on the other side of equal to sign, we get the value of first 0 as 3 over 7. Now here we are going to take positive 3 on the right hand side. So the value of the second 0 will be equal to negative 3. So these are the zeros of the polynomial 7x square plus 18x minus 9. That is negative 3 and 3 over 7. Now to get the zeros of the required polynomial, we have to just multiply each of the 0 got over here by 2 and by 2. So the zeros of the required polynomial now becomes negative 6 and 6 over 7. Now once we have got the zeros, let us find out the sum of zeros and product of zeros of the required polynomial. So here the sum of zeros and product of zeros is written. So sum of zeros is alpha plus beta. So we have taken negative 6 plus 6 over 7. Now negative 6 can be written as negative 6 over 1. So to get a common denominator we are going to multiply negative 6 by 7 and 1 also by 7. So here we get negative 6 times 7 as negative 42 plus 6 over a common denominator 7. So negative 42 plus 6 gives us negative 36 over 7. So this is the sum of the zeros. Now for product of zeros we are going to take alpha times beta, that is negative 6 times 6 over 7. So this is going to give us alpha beta as negative 36 over 7. Now once we have got sum and product of these zeros, let us write down the equation of the required polynomial. So here the equation is p of x is equal to x square minus sum of the roots or zeros times x plus product of the roots or zeros. So x square minus sum of the roots we have got it as negative 36 over 7 times x plus product of the zeros is negative 36 over 7. Now simplifying this we get x square, now minus of minus becomes plus 36 over 7x and plus and minus becomes minus 36 over 7. So this becomes our required polynomial equation. Or if you want to simplify it further, you can just multiply all the terms by the denominator term. That is, here we have written 7x square plus 7 times 36 over 7x minus 7 times 36 over 7. So here 7 from the numerator divides 7 from the denominator. Same thing happens over here. So here the simplified polynomial becomes 7x square plus 36x minus 36. So here you can get the answer in this format, or this format. Both are acceptable answers. So this is our required polynomial. Now let us move on to the next question. Find the zeros of the polynomial p of x is equal to 3x square minus 4x minus 4. Hence, write a polynomial whose each of the zeros is 2 more than zeros of p of x. Now this question is very similar to the previous one we have done. So if you want, you can pause the video and give it a try. So here we have to first find out the zeros of this polynomial, and once we have got the zeros, we have to find out the zeros of the required polynomial, and to do that we are going to factorize this equation. So here I have used the splitting of middle term method again. So we are going to multiply the constants, that is 3 with negative 4, that will give us negative 12, and we have to find out the factors of negative 12 in such a way that when you multiply them they should give you negative 12, and when you add them you should get negative 4. So here the factors we can think about are negative 6 and 2, because when you multiply these two you get negative 12, and when you add these two you get negative 4. So here we have written 3x square and minus 4x is now been split up as negative 6x plus 2x minus 4. Now we are going to group the terms, that is we are going to group the first two and the last two terms. So in the first group we can see that 3x is a common factor. So we have taken it out and it gets multiplied with x minus 2, the remaining factors. And in the second group, plus 2 is a common factor. So we have taken it out and inside the bracket remains x minus 2. Now x minus 2 and x minus 2, they are common factors. So we have taken them out and the remaining factors now become 3x plus 2. So the two factors we get here are 3x plus 2 and x minus 2. And now to get the zeros, we are going to equate each of this factor to 0. So 3x plus 2 equal to 0 and x minus 2 equal to 0. Now for the first factor, we are going to take positive 2 on the right hand side. So we get 3x is equal to negative 2. Now taking 3 on the other side of equal to sign, we get the value of x as negative 2 over 3. So this is our first zero of this given polynomial. Now for the second factor, we are going to take negative 2 on the right hand side, giving us the second zero as 2. Now once we have got the zeros of the first polynomial, let us find out the zeros of the required polynomial. So the zeros of this polynomial are 2 and negative 2 over 3. Now for the required polynomial, whose zeros is 2 more than the zeros of this. So 2 more means we have to just add 2 to each of this 0. So for the first 0 we have added 2. So 2 plus 2 gives us 4. And for the second 0 also we have added 2. So minus 2 over 3 plus 2. Now here 2 can be written as 2 over 1. So we are going to multiply this 2 by 3, that is this denominator, and 1 also by 3. So we get negative 2 plus 2 times 3 is 6 over a common denominator 3. Now negative 2 plus 6 gives us 4 over 3. So these are the values of the new zeros, that is 4 and 4 over 3. Now once we have got this, we have to find the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros of the new polynomial. So here we have written sum of zeros as alpha plus beta. Here we have considered 4 as alpha and 4 over 3 as beta. So alpha plus beta will be equal to 4 plus 4 over 3. Now here again we are trying to get a common denominator. So here 4 multiplies by 3 and 1 also multiplies by 3, giving us 4 times 3 as 12 plus 4 over a common denominator 3. So here the sum of the zeros becomes alpha plus beta is equal to 12 plus 4 is 16 over 3. Now for product of zeros, we are going to multiply alpha and beta, that is 4 times 4 over 3. 4 times 4 gives us 16 over 3. Now once we have got the sum and product of the zeros, let us find out the equation of required polynomial. So here we have written p of x is equal to x square minus sum of the roots times x plus product of the roots. So x square minus sum of the roots, we have got it as 16 over 3 times x plus product of the roots we have got as 16 over 3. Now simplifying this, we get x square minus 16 over 3 times x plus 16 over 3. So you can keep the required polynomial in this format, or if you want to simplify it further, you're going to multiply all the terms by this denominator, that is 3. So here we have written 3 times x square minus 3 times 16 over 3x plus 3 times 16 over 3. Now here 3 and 3 gets cancelled or divided, and same thing happens over here. So we are going to get the simplified equation as 3x square minus 16x plus 16. So you can keep your answer in this format or this format. They both are correct. So these were the section C or 3-mark questions from Polynomials chapter which had appeared in CBSE Board Exam 2025. So if I have left out any of the questions, I'll be including it in this playlist later. And I hope you have understood all the steps and liked the video. And if you found this video useful, then check out this playlist where you'll find more examples of this kind. And if you're liking my videos, like, share and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.